Good evening, Julie.
Good evening, Christine.
Today is September the 5th, 2023, and we're just going to give a few updates on what's been going on down here in Lowertown. And today it's GST Day, and
Yes, everybody's crazy.
yep, everybody's crazy. And you just finished doing your rounds, and you're seeing everything doping up and shooting up on the street corners again, and it's hot out
Breaking,
there.
and it's hot, and they're everywhere. They're piling up. Everywhere down the street. So it's a big, it's like a big drama tonight. A certain drama.
I have a funny feeling we're going to be hearing all about it overnight with the sirens and that again.
Well, that too. It's gonna be sirens all friggin' night, and tomorrow too.
And I know that I wanted to, over the past year, or certainly in the spring, they came up with they were going to do more on the mental health work on with the homeless here, and with the addictions and overdoses. So, what they put together, slowly over the summer, a bit late, but they put some teams from the Sandy Hill Community Center here, and they're from the city with the city badges. They're now we have a few people now walking around. Just during the daytime, though, from basically 9 to 5 with the naloxone kits and that. Trying to pick up some of the slack and trying to make sure that some people are okay here.
Yeah.
Try and give us some relief down here, which I'm grateful.
Too. But they're really helpful, and they help a lot, and I'm really proud of them. And they care for the homeless.
Well, they do, and it's young people who are able to respond, and they go in like pairs, which is really good.
That too, and and they don't need to get paid, but they do it from their heart, Christine.
Well, I don't know if they get paid
that.
through the health department, but I know that they're trying. But it's always too little, too late, because it's still they're not here in the evenings. Like this evening, we could use them walking around when they're so high in that, and
especially nighttime, it's worse.
Yeah, and on the weekends, they still are not working on the weekends, so it's only from Monday to Friday that they work. So we're getting some relief, but it's still not enough relief of what we need because of what's going on. And I mean, like today, when you were coming over earlier in the evening, what you saw was everybody getting high, and this gentleman you said was very high. He had a pipe, and what happened to him at the corner?
Oh my God! Well, yeah. Anyways, I was crossing. Here, at the light, and after that, though, he just falls backwards. Pow!
And he fell into the light standard.
There you go. Right in the land stand. The light stand, and the land standard, and after that, though, nobody. So and everybody was just walking down the street, not helping him at all. No help.
Yeah, and this is right during rush hour, which is
rush hour around what? 7:30 around. So, come on,
well,
help the guy.
You said this was earlier than rush hour.
No. That was only about 7:30, Christine. Half an hour ago, before I saw you. So yeah. Anyways, it just happened about half an hour ago. Not even.
Okay. So what I'm seeing too is not really good, because what's happened now is at rush hour, usually 3:30 to at least about 6:30, we have the rush hour is really bad here. And they've stopped, years ago they put up a turning sign in one of the back streets. You cannot turn between 3:30 and I think 5:30 or 6 or something like that. But now we have another problem, because with the Alexander Bridge taken out of commission from going to Ottawa to Hull, we've got a bigger problem, because this is going to be shut down for a year. Now I'm seeing all the traffic on the side streets.
Getting jammed right here on King Edward.
Yeah, and it's even getting jammed more. So when you see all these people who were out there landing on the light standard, he's lucky he didn't fall into the street, because he could have been hit by cars.
There you go. Or maybe his head could have, he could have been hurt really bad. His head, So bleeding to death. From his head.
But I can see it. We're going to have more panhandlers out there now that there's more traffic here on King Edward. So it's a big concern of mine, is just how are we going to deal with this, because the traffic, like, it was just backed up, and they were speeding down the side streets there.
That too.
Trying to get up another street just to get onto the bridge, to get over to the Hull side.
They go so fast around here, Christine. It's unbelievable, So they go really fast, And, and it's always rush hour, and you know, people are just, impatient, you know.
So I wanted to talk about another thing now. We've had an interesting one. We've had a rumor, although you said it probably isn't. Now, we've talked about this before, and we're back to the Shepherds again. And one thing they've done, is they've got people out now. They actually give out either gift certificates. I think I might have mentioned it on another video. But they go out and help clean up the streets. Now, again, you yourself have mentioned how you've seen bodies going out in the middle of the night at the Shepherds previously.
Well, yeah, I saw them too, a couple of bodies too, and body bags.
Well,
but some of my friends too. And now they're up. They're up about 75 right now.
Well, this is what we're now hearing, that from some of the people that are cleaning the streets at night for the Shepherds and that, are seeing the bodies in the body bags going out, and two at a time, or
maybe three. It depends, you know. But and they're always calling the van.
Well, it's usually a plain van that picks up the bodies.
There you go. Yeah, there's a name for that.
Well, it's through the coroner's office.
There you go. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Generally speaking.
That's it. Yeah. So they call the coroner.
But
they pick up the bodies at night.
But you've been told that now. Like I remember a few months ago, there we came up and it was 400 to 500 people. They thought were died and came out
That's
in a 4-month period. Now we're up to a number of 75. I don't know how these people counted them, unless I hope
400 plus 75 and plus more.
No.
Close to 600 or 700.
But what I'm saying is, I don't know how they counted the 75 just recently here in the last 2 months. This is what they're estimating now.
But I believe it, Christine, all the way.
Well, what gets me is, I think what's bothering me at this point is that where are the statistics here? Why are we not being told how many people are dying in the Shepherds? How many people are dying in the Salvation Army? Because I know a couple of weeks ago we heard of a death and an overdose there a couple of weeks ago.
The mission too.
Yeah, and where are all these people on the street or in the shelters, or not just the shelters, but the drop-in centers? Where are they located? You know, how many people have we really got dying of the overdoses? Are there some statistics on this? I think we have a right to know as taxpayers. How much are we dealing with this? Because, as you say, your friends on the street are now complaining about the bad odor again in the Shepherds again.
Yeah.
And it's all coming from the basement where they keep the bodies.
Yeah, yes, you're correct. So the smell's going everywhere. You know, I crossed the damn friggin' place. So it's disgusting. You know, and we can't sleep at night.
But I mean, this is just something that's come up recently again. So, you know, things are not as kosher what they seem to be, you know, and everybody's trying to do what they can, but we still have a problem. But for me, I would like to see the statistics on just exactly, you know, it seems like, okay, I've read a few deaths here and there, but what are the real main statistics? I mean, the federal government, for goodness sakes, puts out census for people to fill out every 2 to 3 years to see where the services are actually needed in that area. Does the city should be putting out something like that to fill out and find out where the services are really needed and what's needed if an area is that bad?
Yeah,
but people really need to know what is the total death right here.
Go, you know, and tell the truth, you know, and tell the families. The family, they need to know too. Or the papers everywhere, they have to know. And it's true, right? People need to know how many dies every month. You know, because it's important to know.
Okay, it certainly is. And not just the city, the families, you know.
I just said the family too. So,
yeah.
You know, so everybody needs to know. Kids, family, it's true, their friends. You know, parents, their close relative. Yes,
and I guess there's just one more thing I want to talk about this evening. Is just how bad with the drug situation is and how desperate people are to get the money for the drugs. I was just talking to a neighbor of mine in the building today, and apparently last week he was sitting there. He's a senior, sitting there in his apartment just watching his TV, and this is during broad daylight, and all of a sudden he hears a noise. And he gets up and he sees this black person coming into his apartment. He's broken into his apartment in the middle of the day. He just catches a glimpse of him, and of course, as soon as he pops out, he takes off out the door. But this is how bold they're getting, coming in the middle of the day. So, you don't want to be sitting there in your apartment, and you don't know if these people are breaking in, if they've got a knife or a weapon.
A gun. Or are they going to attack you or whatever, You're not safe anymore, Christine.
I mean, lately with the building they've been coming in, we've noticed that the mailboxes have been broken into as well.
They're looking for a lot of things.
And this is not good. They're looking for everything they can, checks, everything. So they're breaking in
to attack you too. To attack everybody. Young, young or old, it doesn't matter. They're after people.
Yeah.
They're attacking people and they're bullying.
Well, I'm lucky in one respect. At least I have Heidi. If somebody comes to the door, they're going to be greeted by a German Shepherd. At least, boy, is she going to warn me real fast, and I will be on the 911 number in a jiffy, for sure.
Oh yeah, for the 9119.
And this poor senior in the building now, he's thinking, well, I got a big dog. I think I'm going to see if I can get myself a big dog. I mean, this is getting out of hand here when they're coming in the middle of the day. It's not even at the night they're trying to sneak in. He's just, I don't know.
There's no time for criminals. They come in, burglars or criminals. They're not shy. They're gonna come in. So we have to be, prepare for this too, and try to protect ourselves.
So this is where I'm going to leave it today, and I just wanted to give a little bit of an update on what is actually happening around here. So we will talk to everyone soon, and take care. Be safe.
ASAP. Be safe.
Yeah, be safe.
And lock your doors at night. And please.
Well,
protect
even
yourself.
if you have your doors locked in the middle of the day, it doesn't seem to do any good anymore.
That's true. Well, double locks.
So anyhow, we shall talk to everyone soon, and everyone take care. And good to talk to everyone again.
All right, you too. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.